Hey, for anyone who's watching, my name is Victoria and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So throughout all of this craziness, I really have not been wearing a lot of makeup, but when I do, I've been finding that even honestly before this, that the minimalistic makeup look, a glowy complexion, it looks like makeup, it's the no makeup look, whatever. Sometimes lately though, I've found that sometimes just putting a tiny bit of makeup on can really just make me feel better. And when I am getting out and about, I try my best to at least put a little something on just to feel normal, you know? Today I'm gonna show you what makeup I have absolutely been loving during this time, and honestly just some of my absolute favorite products. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I would like to start off with is this Tula Probiotic and Superfoods Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel SPF 30. Say that 5 times fast. What I really love about this is not only does it have a light fragrance, it also has glow in it. It makes my skin super dewy and glowy, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over my face. Next, I'm gonna be using the Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I love this. It also does have a slight fragrance, but the way that it feels on the skin, it really just smooths any imperfections that you have going on, any kind of texture, and it almost feels like a moisturizer. Moving on to foundation, I have two that I really like and honestly liked even before I wasn't going to work every single day. One being the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer by ColourPop. This, as you can see, I have used a lot. It really just adds like a tiny bit of color to the skin, just kind of helping with any redness or discoloration. And then when I'm tanner, I love the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, and this has an SPF 20 in it, which I really like that as well. I like applying my foundation with a brush now, which is something I never thought I would ever say because I've always been a sponge kind of gal, but I love using my Morphe M439 brush to really get it on there good, girl. And sometimes if I feel like it looks a little like streaky, I will take a beauty blender and just kind of press that product in all over the skin as well, just to make sure that everything is seamless. My next step, I don't always do. It's just if I have had some kind of a breakout or I'm just feeling like I need a little bitty bit extra coverage, I will use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Light 14. So I'll really just put a little bit underneath my eyes. I do have a little bit of redness around my nose and right under my eyes, so I'll just add a little bit of that there and then blend it in. Next up, I'm using another product from ColourPop. This is their cream blush sticks in the color Mini Me. Now this is a super pink blush, so user beware. I'll take a bit and dab it onto my cheeks in the area that I want. As you can see, like it's super bright. I will blend it in first with the brush and see how it blended down. I don't want to say it blended down into nothing because it's definitely not nothing, but I will set my blush usually with a little bit of a powdered blush, but that will come later. I swear this is the last thing I'm using from ColourPop. It's their highlighting sticks, and this is in the shade Earth, I guess. And I'm gonna take it on a little more of a condensed brush, but smaller. And I'm gonna put that on the high points of my face. Next up, I am going to use a little bit of powder. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and mainly I'm just gonna be setting underneath my eyes and kind of on my forehead because I will crease there. I have a little bit of fine lines on my forehead. Hate to admit that, but it's true. Guess that's what happens when you start getting older, right? So I'm just gonna concentrate the powder right under my eyes and a little bit onto my eyelid because my eyelids will crease as well. Next up, I'm gonna be taking my bronzer, and this is from Laura Geller. This is the Baked Body Frosting in Heat and Glow. I've been using this for years. I absolutely love this bronzer. I feel like it's the perfect shade for me, and I will put that right at my cheekbones and a little bit onto my forehead just to warm my face up a tiny bit. Now I feel like after I bronze, sometimes my blush can get a little lost in all of that. So I'll take the Benefit blush in California. I'll take either this or Gold Rush and put it on top of where my blush is. Now I'm gonna take some of this Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop and just take the tiniest bit and put it right where I originally had put that cream highlight. That cream highlight is still popping through, so it'll really make for a great base. Now that I have all the powders on, I'm gonna take this Smashbox So Chill Coconut Primer Water and Finishing Water. This was one of the collaborations with Nicole Concilio. Yes, I still have it. I love how I say a little bit and then I just sprayed it like 1,000 times. And I'm gonna take this Beauty Blender and just lightly dab over my whole face just to make sure there's no like speckles or water spots whenever it dries. Sometimes I'm feeling a little crazy and feel like my eyes aren't gonna have all that much on them, so I'm gonna take just a little bit of the bronzer, a little swirl of my bronzer, and I'll run that just in my crease just to kind of warm up the eye and add a little bit of color. I just feel like sometimes it almost looks a little washed out. See, I feel like that just makes a huge difference. Something I want to mention is I do have another powder for when I am a little tan, and I use this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. This is in the shade Soft Beige. For my brows, I lied. I still have 2 more ColourPop products. Shocking. I use the ColourPop Brow Boss Pencil in dark brown. I'll take this and brush through my brows just to make sure they are ready for application. Do a few little strokes up here in the front just to fill in and kind of give it somewhat of a shape. And then occasionally, it just really depends again what I'm doing. Sometimes I will take it though and make like a very, very light line under my brow just to give it some kind of shape before I put in the gel. And this now is the last ColourPop product I'm using. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in dark brown. And this I'm gonna take and run through all of my brow hairs just to give them a little bit of a light fill and some color. A lot of times I do just take this gel and run it through my brows. I don't even put the pencil, but I really love this because it's so freaking easy to use, and I love that the wand is so tiny. See, isn't that so pretty? I absolutely adore this stuff. Whoever came up with tinted brow gel first, I applaud you because it's amazing. Final thing for my eyes is gonna be, I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to take some of the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and then I'll follow up with the Tarte Maneater Mascara. A lot of times when I'm doing this kind of makeup, I won't even put any bottom mascara on. I just don't feel like it's necessary. And I feel like this is fine. Plus, if I'm gonna be out, it's really hot here. I don't wanna be sweating and touching my under eyes and getting mascara all over me. My favorite lipstick, and I mean, ColourPop just has fantastic, fantastic products. And for simplicity, I find ColourPop to be the best brand to go to. So my favorite lipstick is a ColourPop lipstick. It's from the Princess Collection and it's the Ariel lipstick. This is my favorite lipstick, my go-to. I ended up buying 2 because I was so scared they weren't gonna have them anymore. This is my favorite shade. One of the reasons I love this lipstick so freaking much is that it is a comfort and or soft matte. So it's still very movable. It will transfer. It definitely transfers, but it's such a comfortable lipstick. I absolutely adore it. And I felt like being a little crazy today, so I am gonna top it off with some lip gloss from this brand called Glow, G-L-O. This is gonna be in the shade Whisper. This I actually got as a sample from a job I used to work at, so I'm gonna just top off my lipstick with this. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this video. That is my extremely easy makeup look that I have been doing during this quarantine. Every time I put this on, it just makes me feel so much better, you know? Even if I'm not going anywhere, it makes me feel good just to kind of have a little bit of makeup on. This is such an easy routine. Anyone can do it. You can do it with the products I used or with the products that you have at home. Okay, well, I guess that really just concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. I'm so excited in the direction that my YouTube channel is gonna go. I'm excited to be filming again. I'm excited to be editing again, and just kind of getting back out there. I'm really excited. So if you made it this far, make sure you subscribe, like, leave me a comment if you want, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.